Good day everyone, my name is Joberton Cariaga and I'll be assigned for the common PNP corruption in the Philippines. One of those common PNP corruption is ticket fixing. Ticket fixing is a practice in which a public officials or a law enforcement or any law enforcement who has a jurisdiction over the traffic violations destroy or dismiss the pending traffic ticket as a favor to a friend, family, or any in relation ticket, and they also fix ticket to gain like personal needs, money, for example, like if a person commit a violations in the highway, like they commit a beating the red lights, the traffic enforcer or PNP law enforcement officer fix the ticket or dismiss the ticket in a purpose to gain money, or if it is his member of family or friend, he's never gonna put a ticket to his friend. That's it. And ticket fixing is a form of corruption. It is one of those common corruption, like what I said. Ticket fixing is a common corruption in the Philippines, and it is everyday happening corruption, and has been done. The ticket fixing has been done by PNP, or we call it the Philippine National Police. And the allegations of ticket fixing have cropped up for decades in the jurisdiction of Philippines. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Arnel Yudamali, and my topic to discuss for today is rape or sexual assault. This elements is one of the most common corruption in the PNP. Sexual assault is a legal term used to describe a range of sexual offenses, from showing indecent images to another person, to kissing or touching them, as well as penetration of the person body with a body part or object. What is the usual punishment for sexual assault? The federal law criminalizing sexual assault sets a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, and also provides for fines. In addition, federal law provides that those convicted of sexual assault must compensate their victims for any expenses directly related to the crime. Example, there are police who counted in committing sexual acts. Sometimes it happens in their operation when at night. They catch a woman that they already attracted to her. So this is why of one of the police corruption due to abuse their power. That's all. Thank you.
So, good day sir and classmates. So today I'm going to discuss or explain the one of the most common corruption in the PNP, which is the frame up. So the frame up is a situation where someone pretends that an innocent person has committed a crime by deliberately lying or inventing evidence. So but pasabot, merong sitwasyon na merong pulis na maglaglag o magbigay ng faking ebidensya sa tao na para patunayan na ang tao na nagkasala sa pamamagitan ng frame up. So at dito naman na parang may sala pang isang inosenteng tao na wala namang ginawa na kasalanan. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
So good day everyone. My name is Juan Ampoon, and now I am going to discuss about the bribery. One of the common issues in the Philippine National Police is bribery. Under the Article 210 of the Revised Penal Code, direct bribery is committed if the public officer receives a gift, offer or promise by reason or in connection with the performance of his official duties. Bribery only refers to the act of the receiver and not the act of giver. The moment there is a meeting of the minds, even without the delivery of the consideration, even without the public officer performing the act amounting the crime, bribery is already committed on the part of the public officer. The fact that the offender takes advantage of his office and position is betrayal of the trust reposed on him by the public. It is conduct clearly contrary to the accepted rules of the right of duty, justice, honesty, and good morals. Next is indirect bribery. It is committed by public officer who accepts a gift offered to him by reason of his office. There is no agreement between the public officer and the corruptor. And next is qualified bribery. The crime of the qualified bribery committed only by public officers entrusted with enforcement whose official duties authorize them to arrest or prosecute offenders. And that's it. Thank you.
My name is Mark Jason Villar, and my topic about common corruption in the PNP is shakedown. It means that a police officer has the knowledge of the crime, aware who is or are the violators, and ending up accepting the bribe for not arresting them. Police corruption carries high cost. A corruption act, first and foremost, a criminal offense. Second, police corruption tarnishes law enforcement's public reputation and detracts from their integrity. Third, corruption protects other illegal actions like drug trafficking and prostitution from prosecution. A police officers are the servants of the community and the protector of the civilians, not for criminals. Don't be swayed by money because we can earn it. Don't forget the hardship, challenges, and trials that you've overcome in exchange of money because that act will serve as nothing and useless. That's all. Thank you.
Our topic is about the most common corruption in PNP. One of the most common corruption in PNP is abuse of power. This type of abuse may take the form of obtaining sex or money in return for not arresting them or giving them a ticket. So, what is police corruption pala? Police corruption, it is defined as the misuse of power or authority for private gain. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Brian Gerald D. Auson. Our chosen topic is most common corruption in PNP. Fraud. Fraud is a form of theft, larceny that occurs when a person or entity takes money or property or uses them in a illicit manner with the intent to gain a benefit from it. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. A person or thing intended to deceive others typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishment or qualities. There are three types of frauds: asset misappropriation, bribery and corruption, financial statement fraud. Asset misappropriation can be defined as the theft of an organization's assets. This offense includes the misuse of a company resources and is the most rampant in occupational setting. It is also the less costly. Example of this is fake payroll schemes, fake billing, false invoices, fake vendor, or fake employee payment schemes. The next one is bribery and corruption. Bribery involves giving or receiving an earned gain, usually in form of money to influence someone's decision. Corruption is any illegitimate practices aimed at gaining an unfair advantage, usually at the expense of others. Bribery is a form of corruption and is rampant in many companies. Example of this is kickbacks, conflict of interest, and lastly, the financial statement fraud. This type of fraud, this type of this this type is the less common and easily the most expensive. Financial statement fraud is committed when an individual deliberately misrepresent an organization's financial situation. It can be done through omission of amounts and intentional misstatement of finance of the fraud financial statement users. Financial statement mispresentation typically includes overstating or understanding profits, revenues, and assets, and overstating or understand losses, expenses, and liabilities. Example of this are increased annual bonuses, stock price manipulation, and favorable loan terms. Thank you. That's all.
Good evening everyone, my name is Rafael Caslani and today I will report about the corruptions in the PNP. So, corruptions causes the loss of citizens' trust toward police tasks. PNP had a long history of corruption, unethical behavior, human rights abuse, and internal institutional issues which have resulted in problems of unethical behavior, bad governance, and mismanagement. Corruption is the most serious when the climate in a police department permits the existence of corruption of all kinds. The most common type of police corruption is the acceptance of bribes from those who deal in the vices of gambling, prostitution, illegal drinking, and the illegal use of drugs. Officers find it easy to rationalize this type of corruption because they perceive it as being relatively harmless and a little concern to the general public. Another types of corruption include fixing or traffic tickets, bargaining with criminals, accepting small gratuities, taking kickbacks and similar rewards, stealing and taking a bribe from another officer. So to suppress this kind of problem, the elements of a reform plan might include speaking out, making internal affairs effective, improving inspections, seeing that everyone in the authority is accountable, and improving the use of discretion and controlling corruption through training. The police chief must have also the support of local officials, the media, and the prosecuting attorney if widespread police corruption is to address effectively.
Hello everyone, I'm Renz Narcisayas and my topic is all about destroying evidence. Tampering with evidence or evidence tampering is an act in which a person alters, conceals, falsifies, or destroying evidence with the intent to interfere with an investigation, usually by a law enforcement, governmental, or regular authority. It is a criminal offense in many jurisdictions. That's all.